What's up? Tomberry Disciple back again with some more Final Fantasy II gameplay. Talk about a bombshell. Sorry everybody, trying to get my phone optimized so I can see the stream like I always have this going. Make sure that I'm going up live correctly. Things should be moving well. I'm gonna go ahead and get this working. At 12 o'clock too, if you're watching live you'll notice. If not, it probably won't affect you too much. I have to jump back to one of my other pages on Facebook and comment something on there real quick, but it will take me only a second and I will continue to do the video at the same time to make sure that nothing gets fucked up. Okay. We're streaming. Let me turn the volume down on this. Okay, let's get this going. God damn it. Sorry. Sorry. Small hiccup on my end. Okay, now we can get started. Last night we did some pretty cool stuff. We got the Mithril and made it back to Altair here and got proposed with another good little quest, if you want to call it that, to go stop the Dreadnought from being built, I believe was our goal. Let's check some key terms here. Dreadnought, a massive heavily armed airship under the construction in Bafsk, and that is our destination. Here we go. Let's make sure everybody's all healed up. We are phenomenal. Earlier if you got on YouTube, you might have saw my Final Fantasy XIV gameplay. If not, feel free to jump onto that and give that video a watch and tell me what you think. Got in depth with the character creation on there, so everybody can really get a good visual on how in depth you can actually go with your character, from race, class, everything, appearances. It was really cool getting to do all that. I'll really look forward into doing more videos. I will have those going every single day from now on. Well, my goal is for at least for 2 months. Usually, this is gonna make me sound like a totwad, but the whole pay-to-play thing, I'm gonna do it. I will do it. Don't get me wrong. I'm going to pay to play, but the game's really gonna have to sell it to me to keep me going. So far it has. I will openly admit, so far it has already captured me. Sadly, it sounds crazy, but I already can't wait to make a new character on there. My character now is, believe they called it an Arcanist. I can't exactly remember. There may have been some other name for my actual class. My race is a Lalafell. I should be easy to find on the server as well. I play in the North American server, and not only that, my name is Tonberry Disciple. Very easy to find. Very cool game, amazing graphics, stories, a lot more in depth than what I honestly thought it would be. It has a pretty good story built onto it, really interactive. That's Final Fantasy XIV. Tomorrow, after I get some shit done in the morning, I'm gonna post another video of doing some live feed with that. Having a lot of fun with it, like I said. A lot of fun. This is actually a town we did not go to last night, or the night before, which we could have. I just kinda let it slip. Maria's accuracy has not gotten any better, so it seems. Inferion up here taking off some massive damage. Good to see. Shared some pretty cool art today on Instagram. You could get on there and check that out. It was some Quina art. How I was talking about how I feel like she is really underused, at least her race and class. The blue mage is something you don't see often. We are in Poft. This is the port of Poft. Salamand is to the north, and our east is Bafsk. Remember, Bafsk is our destination. Sorry, but the ship's already left for Plume. Uh-oh, here's the Cid. You here to ride the airship? If you've got the cash, there's no place I can't take you. That oversized garbage scow. Airships aren't about how big you build them. Airships are about what they can do. That's pretty cool. Doesn't look like there's too much in here. Bafsk, the city to our east, is under the control of the Empire. They're building something terrible there. Suppose we should just make our way to Bafsk. Check this town out a little bit further, make sure we're not leaving anything. An inn? Don't necessarily need the inn at the moment. Armor shop. That was worth a check. A glance at the least. Bronze shield. Bronze gloves. Left with only 10 gil. But can you really put a price on your defense? I feel optimized well enough. Don't really need any items. Not really any weapons they can tell us that we need. I feel comfortable making my way to Bafsk. Vampire Thorn. Guessing they're a step stronger than the Legbotter. Just a guess. To the east, so they told us. Oh, looks like an airship. One cool thing that could have been adjusted in this game with the re-release, which I'm guessing there's going to be people who disagree. When you level up, the game could have actually give you the extra health. Would have been very helpful. If you can give me just a moment, I've got to do this one quick thing. I'll try to make my way and multitask the best I possibly can. You'll need a pass to board the Dreadnought. A pass? Who would want to board the Dreadnought? You were with the rebels, right? You've got to destroy the Dreadnought. One guy says destroy it, the other guy claims you need a pass to ride it. Seems this town is rather mixed up with their thoughts and views on what to do with the Dreadnought. Is the Dark Knight ever going to get back? At this rate, we're going to fall behind schedule for sure. Borgin. What's this? Back to work. Work, I say. If we finish even a day sooner, my glory will be that much greater. Wow. True, asshole. There's a rebel spy masquerading as an Imperial soldier. If you can get to him, I'm sure he'll have some important information for you. Well, hell, we got somebody on the inside. Always nice when infiltrating a lair. If you're actually wondering what I'm doing, I do something similar on the Tonberry Disciple Facebook page. It is a character competition between two characters that are fictional, of course, that I'll let people who know fandom or like the fandom vote on and see who they see or think is the best of the two in their choice or opinion. It's pretty cool fun, pretty, fun shit going on there. Awesome criteria. Sometimes Final Fantasy's on there for a few of you who like Final Fantasy. It's all kinds of other stuff. Today was Mushu versus Simba. I had a Kingdom Hearts theme going on. Tried to pull some real Disney feels out of it, so the criteria was more lenient for everybody and not just the Square Enix or Kingdom Hearts fans. Thanks for sticking around if you're managing to do this right now. Sorry about this. And we are back. Just had to do that real quick. General Borgen took command of things in Bafsk a short while ago. Things have gotten much easier than they were under the Dark Knight. It's hard to believe a bumbling idiot like Borgen could become a general in the Imperial Army. Oops, you didn't hear that. Uh-oh. Sounds like we may have our masquerader. Our person in the mix. So you're the ones they've sent to destroy the Dreadnought. Don't worry, I'm on your side. There's an entrance to the sewers up ahead. It's way back leading to the Dreadnought. Be careful. Wow. If they see us talking, they may start to get suspicious. So I'm out of here. Good luck. This guy was very quick to trust. If you're curious on who won that tournament between Simba and Mushu, it was Mushu. And right off the bat, you have the option of walking through dirty sewer water, zombies, or walking on the platform. I'm not sure if there's a difference between the two other than your conscience. Quit. Sorry, got old Chocobo here. She's trying to squeeze in some FaceTime here. Go on, girl. Go on, Chocobo. Oh, can't forget that loot. Started watching Sword Art Online last night. Really gave me a lot of those same feels that I got. The same feels actually I got this morning off playing Final Fantasy XIV online. So if that's something you're into, that's definitely something you should look into as well. Another longsword. Give it to Maria. Some soldiers down here in the sewer. Probably trying to get out of some dreadnought work. Scoundrels. Still trying to figure out the difference between platforms here. Like, what's so important about walking or not walking into the sewer water? Some balloons! Maria is still super shitty with the sword. And still has no health to back her own self up. May end up having to switch her again. Hopefully not. I'd really like for her to get used to the sword and the shield. Oh, and a dead end. Maria, what's up, girl? Missed every single shot so far. Not a bad loot drop though, 105 gil. It's great compared to places we've been to and seen so far in here. Go. Dog's wanting all of my attention. Maria sucks so bad. Longbow. Oh, really hurts the attack. Not worth it. One thing I can say about this game, it's a lot easier to spot a dead end so you don't end up having to backtrack too far if you go the wrong direction. Which is a super plus. Final Fantasy 1, you could literally walk in circle after circle after circle, seeing the same thing over and over, and needless to say, you would not get out of that dungeon or cave if that's where you were stuck in the last time you played. When you logged back on or loaded that save state back up, that's exactly where you left off. If not a little beforehand what your current speed bump was. Guy's axe level increased. I kind of feel like we left some loot back there or something. Shit. Hopefully not. Maybe it was just another dead end. Hopefully the route that we're on right now isn't the dead end. You know, I didn't think of something. Maybe Maria is right-handed or left-handed. Maybe like if I switched hands, maybe she might hit with a little better accuracy. Did they think of things like that early in the game? I know her health just increased. That's a plus. Let's try it. Maybe she is left-handed. Uh-oh. You're too late. The Dreadnought is complete. I've been working behind the scenes to the project through the completion. He wanted to see the project through to completion. End your resistance. Kneel before your emperor. It is the only alternative left for you to do. Consider what I've said. When the time comes, we will meet again. Dark Knight full of promise. And Borgen's back. Looks like you came all this way for nothing. See for yourselves. Nice chuckle. No! The Dreadnought's been completed. Not bad for some pixelated graphics. I'm guessing that's everything. Nope, still missing. I've come to the conclusion that Maria just is not good with melee top weapons. Mean Woo with that OP healing move. I think dual wielding for Ephirian is one of the best things I've done so far on this game. Yes, the cure leveled up. Got the pass. I'm guessing this pass is for the Dreadnought passage. I don't know why we'd want to jump aboard that, but in a nice little warp. Taking us back to Bafsk. And while here in Bafsk, the Dreadnought, we're doomed. They finished the Dreadnought. The world we know is over. You have to tell Princess Hilda that the Dreadnought's been completed. She may know how to stop it. Well, looks like our destination is clear now. Back to Altair. Right after we hit up this inn, which has some decently priced rates. 56 gil compared to 200 gil. Not too bad. And 30 minutes into the stream and we are still going live, healthy and green. I like these odds. Uh-oh, who's this fellow creeping in the back? A curious thing happened to me. Out of nowhere, a band of 4 surly wizards attacked me. I escaped unscathed, but I noticed they had a woman prisoner. At the time, all I could think about was my own safety, and ended up just leaving her there. There was something particularly odd about the room. Some sort of strange orb was blocking the corridor. The blockade must have been generated by the magic of those surly mages. If the mages were to fall surly, that orb would fall along with them. Sorry. Suppose we are on our way back to Altair. I'll swing a quick save after this battle. If only I had a way to optimize Maria a little further, just a little bit better. And I'm not talking defense, her offense. We're gonna have to do something about that. Her literally not bringing anything to the table is just terrible. Surely there is something we can use that would just help her accuracy a little bit. Hopefully. Hopefully we've also made enough gil in order to buy something better for her. That's something else I've noticed about this. The drops on this game aren't as great as they are on Final Fantasy 1. On Final Fantasy 1, you didn't really have to buy your equipment as often so far, but from what I've noticed in this game, you kind of have to buy your equipment if you want to stay optimized. Figured I would stop here to swing that save and go ahead and see if we can use the pass with Cid, maybe? Maybe there's something more he could tell us about it. And then after that, back to Altair, because that is actually our main destination so far. Try not to yawn. I feel like I'm making it worse. The game data has been saved. Which I don't expect this to work, or I really don't expect to get any more information, but trying, why not? You want to ride on the airship? You pay the guy behind me. He's got nothing to say about Wild Rose. Or the pass. So, like I originally thought, back to Altair, which was our goal anyway. Maria with the fast speed. When we get back to Altair, I'm gonna have to switch a weapon onto her, something more appropriate. Something more appropriate indeed. I put myself in a bit of a pickle here. I want to play more 14 tonight, But at the same time, it's been a long day. I'll probably play a little bit of 14 after I get a little bit more on here taken care of. After all, I'm on the 30 years of Final Fantasy kick, might as well keep it going as long and as late as I can. Only one way to bring in loads of Final Fantasy, and that's to openly accept it and bring in loads of Final Fantasy. Bought some art books today. So on my Instagram, I'll be posting different actual Final Fantasy licensed art. That should be pretty interesting if you're interested in all of that, that is. Now we'll also be sharing those onto Tumblr and possibly Facebook as well. Hard to say. I try to keep my criteria different, that way all my followers can see something different, and also none of my criteria is just clattered and cluttered the fuck up for the people who follow me on all aspects. So far nobody does. That's okay though. Who's counting? I'm sure we could have hitched a ride with the ship, but other than that, Gil isn't, I don't want to say it's not apparent, because you make Gil for every fight you fought in, basically, or every victory you obtain, I should say. But paying for the rod to use the ship seems like a waste, especially since the fact that the little Gil you do get isn't so plentiful. I think we may have 1,000 Gil. That sounds like a lot, but it's really not compared to prices of items in this game. Or when you have to pay 400 Gil to stay at a damn inn. Back in Altair. First off, the person in the town, in Basque, actually told us to return here and talk to Hilda. So, we aim to do exactly that thing. He's scared. Please, Lord, save our king. Many were wounded in the Dreadnought's attack. The shock has even caused my father's condition to turn for the worst. I hate that my father has to see this. He knows his death is near. Is there nothing you can do, Minwu? All those who live must someday die. It is our fate. Still, it is my duty as White Wizard to ease the pain of those who suffer. I shall remain here and devote myself to the care of the wounded. I take my leave of you. The fate of the world rests on you, Firion. Waste no time in destroying the Dreadnought. And there goes Minwu. Kinda figured this would happen anyway. Just call it intuition. My father's condition has improved a great deal thanks to Minwu. Let's go check out the king. The king's illness goes far beyond the physical. There's little I can do. So many perished in the Dreadnought's attack. Perhaps it would be best if we surrendered to the Empire. No one knows more about airships than Cid. He was such a fine knight once. Ah, how men change. Indeed, friend, indeed. Seems there's nothing else that we can learn from him other than the mentioning of a Cid. Probably the same Cid we saw back in Poft, I believe. My father's condition has improved a great deal thanks to Man Wu. Maybe Min Wu has a plan. Cid gave up all that he had for his airship. His rank, his honor, his family. Everything. The Dreadnought is a massive airship. It's likely to be both function on the same principle. Curious upon curious. At the looks of it, I think we're gonna have to ask somebody something different. You see, it happened, just as I said it would. Obviously the task was more than you could handle. Old ass bastard. Please, Lord, save our king. Looks like we'll be going back to Poft to try to talk to Cid. After all, I can't figure out anything else to do. And Cid seems to be the talk of the town. $1,200 gil. Before we blow all the money. So we can find something that will help out Maria. This poor lady needs an item. Wow. Somebody may end up needing some of this stuff later on. With us getting some randos joining the party every chance the game gets, it's not unlikely. Hit this in up. Non-guild, that is exactly what I like to hear and see. Non-guild, that is completely beyond reasonable and awesome. I'd pay 9 gil to heal up my team with their HP and MP every single time if that was an option. Hell, I might even do it twice because it's so cheap. Not really. Sorry my mouth is so dry, everyone. I'm not sure why. I keep drinking water and no improvement. Swing a quick save and make our way back to Poft. Again. The backtracking is unreal. Still missing with Maria. At this point, I'm probably just going to leave this spear on her because her stats, I'm guessing, aren't that great. Managed to get her swordsmanship up to 3, the same place as the bow. That's really not that far. Best to just keep it here at the spear now. If only we could hijack the boat. Maybe the pass works with the boat. Maybe we could try that. May have to do a little research on this Maria fiasco. I just can't seem to wrap my mind around how she can literally not land a single attack. Any at all. Screw it, we'll walk. She needs the extra experience. Wouldn't be too bad for the other characters as well. After all, Furion's already getting pretty damn strong. Gotta say the same for Guy really as well. He's basically used the same item since the beginning of the game, I think, and he's rocking the hell out of it. At least Maria's decent with magic. She's got something going for her. Sorry to the new viewers who see the lag during the world map. Can't necessarily really explain that. I don't understand that myself. It's only the world map. Occasionally during or before a random battle scene, but The world map takes lag for the lead. It's not too bad though. Still got a healthy live stream. 51 minutes in, basically. Try talking to Sid. You went on the airship. You pay the guy behind me. We gotta ask you about the Dreadnought, Holmes. What you wanna do is blow up that thing's engine. Do that and you can bring down the whole overgrown tub. Nothing new to say. Can I interest you folks in a ride on Sid's Pride and Joy, the only airship of its kind in all the world? No matter how far, we'll have you to your destination in the blink of an eye. Of course, transportation of this fine caliber comes at a cost. Interested? No kidding. 700 to go back to Altair. Screw that, Holmes. We'll walk. How about this pass we got? Nothing. And it seems, without too much more to do, I believe we're gonna have to go right back to Altair and tell them the weakness on how to blow this place, or, well, the Dreadnought up. So again, back to Altair. Or so I hope. With Maria's attacks not landing, it really makes you start missing Minfu being around. Minwu. Whatever. It was cool having the guy around, for sure. Maria has let her skills go up again, which is great. Spear has already caught up with the sword in such a short amount of time. That's terrible. To be honest, I think I remember where to actually go anyway already, but I'm really trying to keep this story together without just jumping to a bunch of random events. Uh-oh, Maria is getting close to death. But her cure ability, now that it's leveled up, does a little bit better restoration, especially when it's only on herself and not scattered across the team. Guy seems to have the best stat growth out of anybody in the whole team. I almost feel bad for calling the guy kind of slow at the beginning of the game. No wonder it costs so much to go back to Altair. It's a chore to get there. If only the sprint ability worked on the world map. Oh, how we would be in motion. That'd be terrible, huh? These guys have like no health. I can't complain because the experience and everything's decent. But my god, literally no health. Almost at 1 hour of the healthy live stream. 3 nights in a row. Gotta say, I am proud of the old laptop. Optimizing it the way I have has worked out decent. Hopefully, I gotta do some downloading tonight. Some Final Fantasy Steam purchasing. But other than that, you know, just trying to prep for the future. But other than that, nothing too major. Just hopefully it doesn't slow anything down. I've got plenty of memory. It's just, I don't know, maybe I'm just paranoid about it all. I'm gonna go ahead and hit up the end first this time around while I'm thinking about it. Had to pay 40 gil, I think. Kinda just rushed through it. Let's go tell her about the weakness. Maybe she has something new to tell us. Your father's condition has gotten better. Many lives were taken. She's got nothing to say. Maybe old Papa King in here. No reason to come here. Shitty. Where's the info? Let's ask her about the past. Maybe she's got something she can say. Nothing happened. Hmm. The little tutorial room. Tutorial, whatever. So we know the prince is missing. I'm gonna go out on a limb using intuition. I think I know where to go. I could be wrong. Let's hope I'm not wrong. Found my first flaw with Final Fantasy II. Lack of information. Or if it is provided in certain points, not a clear shot at. For 32 gil, they'll see us safely to Poft. That's actually decently reasonable if you think about the trudge and damn mud you gotta go through to get there. They killed his daughter. Savages. The Dreadnought seems to have left everyone in some kind of tiresome state. You know, there really isn't much to this little town. Not much at all. I believe we will take this port to Poft. This time around, seems worth it. Plus we get the cool animation of watching this little boat ride, ship ride. Looks like it's a little smoother on your end than it is on mine. I've got a little lag, but watching the video, it seems to be looking pretty decent. They're all dead. Attacked by the Dreadnought, he says. Make the team a little bit stronger here. accuracy is so bad. What I don't understand is it's really not that much worse than everyone else's. It's beyond me. As long as she's still attacking with those magic spells, we should be good. These gentlemen have nothing new to say, so it seems. Fly over the mountain back to Bafsk? I don't think we missed anything there. By the way, this isn't where I was implying you should go. This was just a shortcut. I actually think we're gonna have to go back to Salamand. I believe. I could be wrong. If I can't figure this out, to be honest with you, I'll feel a little defeated tonight. So far, these streams have been decent with being straightforward on where to go, but this last like 15-20 minutes, I've been backtracking back and forth trying to figure out where exactly to go. And so far, I'm not receiving any information. Try this thing out here. This was my first guess. I love Joseph, but I know that when I'm around, I just get in his way. Aww. Didn't get in the way of that deer, I see. It looks like you managed to save my daughter. Thank you. That cowardly Borgin had been threatening Nellie to get to me. Forgive me. If there's anything I can do to help, all you gotta do is ask. Since the Dark Knight took over, the construction's been moving ahead a lot faster than before. I heard it may even be close to being done. It is done, bro. Nope. Wrong again. All signs point to Sid, but talking to Sid, he tells you nothing. This would be the time when a viewer would have been great to have. A little extra incentive on what to do and where to go. wish Maria would gain some actual experience, and really it's not the experience problem we're having, it's the accuracy problem. Try going back to Poft again. Hopefully there we can sort out an answer too. Hopefully. Luckily it's not too far away from where we are now. Sorry about that. Reading a quick text. It's been sitting there forever. Come on, Maria. Looks like we're gonna have to really get the info out of Sid this time around with some Dreadnought talk. We just didn't get enough info. Oh, now there's something new. It's funny, I could have sworn I did that earlier. Maybe I didn't though. Maybe I didn't though. Make sure I actually learned it. Okay, now let's see if we can figure out what to do again. I think we gotta go to Altair. Might as well pay this guy to go back to Pullium. After all, that is one long ass walk to take. Once we've arrived, back to Altair. What a man wouldn't give for a chocobo right now. Or even a black chocobo to fly there. Be more than amazing. That was about 25 minutes of back and forth back traveling, 200 gil wasted, and at least we figured out what to do. At least we figured out what to do next. Sunfire is the crest of the Kingdom of Kashwan. Its flame still burns on the ground floor of Kashwan Keep. Scott and Gordon have told me many stories concerning the flame. The finer points of the tale are not known to me. However, I seem to recall that the flame cannot be passed to just any torch. Sid told us that we might be able to use Sunfire to destroy the Dreadnought. Then there's no time to waste. You must depart for Kashwan Keep at once. If you hire Sid's airship, the journey should not take long. That leaves only one question. What can you do to bring Sunfire back? A question to be asked indeed. Surely somebody else here in the kingdom knows. Try me and Wu. Every 3 years they celebrate a festival, the Flame in Kashwan. During the festival, the Sunfire is passed to Eagle's torch while its brazier is cleansed. Nothing to learn. So many perished in the Dreadnought's attack. Perhaps it would be best if we just surrendered the Empire. Scott scaled the gates of Kashwan Keep to protect the Sunfire in the event and they were defeated in battle. You will need the goddess's bell to break the seal. The whereabouts of the bell are known only to the Kashwan royal family. Well, with Gordon being gone, it seems to be a problem. Gordon would know. Well, speaking of Gordon, but I have not seen him lately. Someone close to Scott or Gordon may know where to find it. Only one person here has been close to Scott and Gordon. I feel like Final Fantasy II is more of a detective game. My father's condition has improved a great deal thanks to me and Wu. So we've heard. I've heard Scott and Gordon mention the bell. The gates of the Kashwan Keep open only to the voice of Kashwan or the ringing of that bell. The bell rests deep within a cavern on the snow plains. It will not be easy to retrieve. So it is your intention to enter the snow cavern? Very well. If only Gordon were here, there would be no need for you to risk such danger. But he isn't, so you must. There's nothing I can do but pray for your success. Joseph knows the snow plains like the back of his hand. You should seek his counsel. Son of a bitch! Back to Salamand again. Might as well. Everybody's decently damaged. At least it won't take much to heal. Non-gil. Get it over with. I've basically already figured out that this game wants you to pay to use that ship. to get from one end of the continent to the other. It does save time. So if you were thinking about playing Final Fantasy II and you come across this certain predicament, know that the ship is faster. It's just a constant way of losing 100 gil every time you need to go forward. Tackling these random battles and random encounters, it does help you out more in the long run. As much as I hate to experience this little bit of lag and random battles with the same creature, it does actually pay off in the long run. So I'll probably continue to do this. That's for the future. The future. Fuck you, Sprinter. I'm gonna go ahead and log it off when I get up here to Salamand. Had a pretty nice, decently healthy live stream the whole time. Getting close to an hour and a half. It's decent. Should have just used a magic spell next time. Oh no, don't want to do that. Blizzard level 3. That's awesome. Didn't even notice it happen. Starting to look like, whether we like it or not, Maria is going to end up being a black mage. Whether I like it or not. Guy with that fire level 2. You know, Guy's name is starting to really grow on me. It's just kind of easy saying Guy. And we've made it back to Salamand. $13 gills, very reasonable. Got to love the Final Fantasy music. Even back in the day when it was just all like this. And with that gain in health again, I'm going to go ahead and save it one last time for the knot. And get ready to sign off. But again, it has been nearly an hour and a half, and it has been an awesome live stream. I am here every single night playing Final Fantasy, and now I am online every morning playing Final Fantasy XIV. So, be sure to subscribe, catch me on YouTube every chance you get, Maybe you'll see my videos roaming around different little spots on the internet. I've got them on Tumblr every now and then. And with that being said, be sure to follow me on Tumblr, Facebook, and Instagram. Like I've said earlier in other videos and this video, I have a lot of fun going on those. A lot of criteria is different between all of them. It's not all shared content. The more likes and shares and followers I get on everything, eventually I will resort into getting and doing giveaways for fun Final Fantasy gear, equipment, toys, collectibles, plushies, plushes, beanie babies, trading cards. There's quite a lot of things I have in store. But in order to get these things going into effect, I gotta have followers and subscribers. So, with that being said, again, I will swing one last save. It has been one great night, everyone, or great morning. I hope you have a great night or a great morning. This is Tonberry Disciple. It has been awesome, but it is time for me to sign out. Tonberry Disciple out. Catch me playing Final Fantasy XIV going right now. Just stick around if you want. See ya.